Hello everyone, welcome back to Dave's Garage. I'm Dave, and today wanted to talk a little bit about this monster right here. During the last time that we ran it, I discovered that the cooling fans on the radiator weren't working, so I shut it down before it overheated, and I thought about making a video about troubleshooting this thing, but there's the relays that run the fan, the two fans, the transmission fan and the pump. Naturally, the first thing that you want to check is the relays, and then there's a switch inside the car and a bank of fuses and terminals here. And I didn't originally wire this car, we just kind of cleaned it up when we redid the engine. But anyways, turns out that the issue was poor ground for the motors. Both the fans, they just didn't have adequate ground. And I know that this can't be seen, but I wound up running a nice number 12 wire to get those grounded, and everything's back to running good, and I didn't have to buy relays and I didn't have to buy new fans, and I'm really happy. Thursday we took this out for a ride, and so today's Saturday, and we'll just go over here and look outside. I'll show you how things change up here in the northern climates real fast. Ta-da! Plus we had power outage last night for 6-7 hours, wet heavy snow and high winds, so that was fun. So let's get over here to the 66 Nova Grumpy Jenkins kit. Had to slow down a little bit on it, but I'm getting about ready for assembly. I wanted to show you guys. Let's see. I think I sprung for a new Samsung S23 camera, which I said I was going to buy better equipment, and so we're trying this video with this camera and see just what it can do. Yep, this is awesome. Show you some detail on the 66 Nova kit. Here's the interior tub. So that's pretty much ready to go, and what I'm doing is I'm kind of not, and I do this a lot, not really following the instructions. I gotta find my range here. Not really following the instructions, and because I think I have a better way, of course, and a lot of times I do. Here's, let's see, gotta get used to this. Zoom back out. Here's the issue though, is those headers. That's just about like putting them in a real car. You almost gotta kind of ding them up and bang them up to get them to fit. And this was the side that was giving me fits. The steering box is supposed to attach to the fender well, and if you put all that stuff in, you're not going to get the motor in, I guarantee it. So what I did is I modified the steering box so it'd swing over a little bit closer to the fender well, and then I installed the headers, and then I glued the steering box in its final location. That's the only way I could come up with doing this. This model, that's kind of like a 650 Holley vacuum secondary carb, I think is which came on the L79 motors. So the body is white. So far this afternoon or this evening I'll mask it for the red. And so back to this car, as I was saying, headers, getting the headers in there, and I just can't see putting plug wires on this. It's just not going to work real well, and sometimes you just got to know when to cut and run and wind up with a mess of a model rather than having something kind of neat and presentable. So that's all I got for today. My knee is really sore, my right knee today, so we're gonna have that replaced in about a week and a half. So I'll be probably shooting maybe a couple more videos, and then show you some old kits that I have on the shelf. If you've seen earlier issues, you've seen these kits before, and you go, yeah, Dave, okay. Something else I used to dabble with is old semi-trucks. Believe it or not, I actually got to drive that truck about 10 years ago. It's probably in the junkyard by now. Anyway, that's all I got. Thanks for watching, and enjoy the new camera.